What up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another podcast video, and this is Saturday. This is I was about to say Saturday night's main event. That's not until in the next probably 5 hours from now, but well, we're gonna be talking about like what's going on in the world of the wrestling news. Which we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA Assassinators need to know on December 14th, 2024 from the what's it called, the Wrestle Talk article to be the exact. And we're gonna have things start off with with news about the Saturday night's main event off, but I'm gonna talk about right here with a top WWE star tease a surprise Saturday night's main event appearance, and a top WWE star has teased an appearance like on at tonight's Saturday night's main event like show in Long Island, New York, for the first time since 2008, WWE will stage Saturday night's main event with the show set to recapture the magic of its original form with an old school feel. It says, as well as such as Jimmy Hart, Ted DiBiase, and Tito Santana, WWE are bringing back one with one of the company's most recognizable voice. See, the Body Ventura will return into the comedy booth for the show. However, he may not be the only guest on commentary, like based on comments like made by Raw's CM Punk during Cage Fighting Fury Championships like last night, and while performing his usual commentary role for the MMA promotion, Punk said, I gotta get this out of my system. I might be doing commentary with Jesse the Body Ventura tomorrow night, like on Saturday night's main event. Like I gotta relax. And let's see what it says. Oh yeah, and WWE have not yet made an announcement like regarding Punk's appearance, with the best in the world not publicly advertised for the event. We will provide further updates on Punk's potential appearance, and any other Saturday night's main event news, in the lead up to the show. For full information on the match card, for Saturday night's main event, follow this link here. But we probably don't need to know who's going to be fighting because it's been announced from the last couple of weeks. Ever since after a Survivor Series, they start booking matches with the likes of Heavyweight Championship. Well, at first it was the WWE Championship, then it was the Women's World Championship, then eventually the World Heavyweight Championship with Finn Balor challenges Gunther, which we had Adam Pearce made the match official, but it also got added by Damian Priest about a week ago. Not a week ago, a week later, I meant to say, if I'm talking forwardly speaking. And they got the Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre match and the finals of the women's United States Championship, not the Intercontinental. That probably won't be until at WWE's debut show on Netflix. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below what's your opinions onto that matter, and let's move on to the next slide. On this question, do you think CM Punk will be the co-commentator with Jesse the Body Ventura, or is it just gonna, or do you think it's gonna be like him and Michael Cole that's gonna be calling the action, or maybe even a Corey Graves or Wade Barrett or Joe Tessitore? It could be any of those commentators, but I mean, I wouldn't doubt if it would be CM Punk. After all, like they did say he could make an appearance on tonight's event, but he won't be competing in the match. This could be a perfect role for Punk to do. Like if he's not going to be wrestling on tonight, he's just going to be a commentator. Like he could be a special commentator of tonight's event. Like with him, given that he has some experience of being a commentator before, this won't be nothing strange for the Second City Saint, especially when he's doing commentary work for someone like the MMA. But let's move on to the next slide. This is we got a full spoilers. Spoilers on next week's SmackDown on the 20th, like with a championship match, the Bloodline compete, like and more. And it says a full spoilers like for the December 20th episode of WWE SmackDown have released following its taping on last night's episode of the Blue Brand, which they did a double tapings. And in case of you assassinators do not want to be spoiled, I would suggest you guys. It says right here that following last night's last night's December 13th edition of SmackDown Live in Hartford, Connecticut, like the following week's show was taped. And before I continue, I will give a final warning. Like in case of you assassinators that don't want to be spoiled, I would suggest you to skip into the I'll say the next video. I mean, skip like for those that are watching this pre-tape. I suggest you to skip into the next video in the next 10 minutes, like which will probably be like 17-minute mark. But if you're watching this live, I would suggest you to step out of this video for a second, like until in the next 10 minutes. But yeah, it said right here, the matches announced ahead of time, like for the December 20th episode, including a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match between Bianca Belair and Naomi, taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, and Alex Shelley Gargano, which it's not exactly a tag team match. It's just like a student versus teacher with the former mentor of Johnny Gargano taking on Johnny Wrestling himself. And it's not Tiffany Stratton's going for the tag team, which I made a huge mistake on my review video yesterday. But it was Nia Jax that's going to get the shot at the women's along with Candice LeRae, which we all know what's going to be the outcome. With Naomi and Bianca Belair going to stay as champions until either Jay Cargo comes back or one turns on the other, revealing that they were the attacker on Jay Cargo. But that'll be later on after this video, because I have a limited amount of time. I promise the assassinators that do not want to be spoiled the skip out of this video or skip to the next one if they're watching this pre-recorded. But anyways. But also, confirmed, was new WWE SmackDown star Braun Strowman appearing on the Grayson Waller Effect show, or the Grayson Waller Effect talk show, with A-Town Down Under, and it says details on these everything else that took place on SmackDown can be found below by clicking onto the next page down below, but which we're going to do right now, but which it says the full WWE SmackDown December 20th spoilers of the new of the championship match and Bloodline compete, but Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in Tama Tonga and Naomi defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae in their title defense. But not only that, Johnny Gargano defeated his former mentors, Alex Shelley, and while the DIY had a new theme music. Because that's very interesting. Hopefully it's a little more better than their new one, and not nothing like it's too generic and something that look like it's made by Def Rebel. Hopefully, it's like a new version of their "We Are DIY" theme. Like, we are DIY, which that's very catchy. But Braun Strowman and on the Grayson Waller effect, like led to a rematch between him and Carmelo Hayes, which this sounds very promising, with Carmelo Hayes defeating Braun Strowman in this pre-taped episode of SmackDown. And it says the spoilers courtesy of Inside the Ropes. So if anyone give a thanks to giving out these these events information about next week's show that's been pre-taped. Make sure to thank them right in the comments down below. It says if you want to hear the theme song yourself, like follow this link on Wrestle Talk onto this news story. Like when you're visiting them, and maybe I should give a little sneak peek, like short of a sneak peek, if I can be allowed to play the theme music. What are your thoughts on the DIY's new theme song? I would say it's not so bad. Like actually, it's very catchy. Like when it comes to the beats, but maybe it needs some lyrics. I'm just hearing the beginning of the song, and if it does have lyrics. But for those that attended that episode of SmackDown, like on last night's show, that also did a double tapings for next week's show in Hartford, Connecticut. Let me know in the comment section right down below what your if they did have some lyrics on the song or not, or it was just with the beats like that, the theme song. But maybe if it was like their theme song like that, I would probably like the theme song. And it shows that Def Rebel is no longer making the WWE theme music. It's like if Jim never left. But even though it's a totally different music company that's helped making the theme interest for the WWE wrestlers. But yeah, again, let me know in the comment section right down below what's your opinions onto this new theme song by the Stanford-based promotion, like that they made for their current WWE Tag Team Champions. But I'm trying to move on to the next slide. Oh, and before I get into the next slide, anyways, I also want to ask, like, what are your thoughts on these spoilers on next week's SmackDown? Like, and were you expecting this to happen? Which I was hoping for, like at least the Carmelo Hayes one, did happen, like with them revisiting the feud. Because if they didn't, that would not make him look good for him losing. Which I believe everybody's gonna be talking about, like you would have gotten the bad in their video, but not, and that's until like they heard some news, like just like yours true. Well, I didn't heard about the news until after I already made the SmackDown review video, but I was giving it the benefit of the doubt of WWE of burying Carmelo Hayes, which I did because it seemed like they do have a future for him, and one of them happens to be with Braun Strowman, with him getting over, but like maybe it's a good idea, like with a little charismatic guy, like fighting the likes of a monster like Braun Strowman, even though he's the heel into this rivalry. But it's supposed to help him out. Like if he could be big guys that are 5 times bigger than him, he can do anything, even winning the WWE Championship, which I think that's his future in 2025. But anyways, moving on, we got some very, very intriguing wrestling news because it's about my boy, the OTC Roman Reigns. He's going to be facing his cousin Solo Sikoa and sending a message ahead of the Raw premiere Netflix show, and challenging him in a match and on the show. And it says right here, it has been confirmed, and ventured the story, uh, should just go past. I don't know why. And for those, I'm not understanding why it's not going through. I'm trying to get this. Some weird reason I won't get a signal. I got plenty of my bars. I don't understand why is it acting like this. I don't understand why is it acting like this right now. In the middle of my video, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get to the very intriguing one. Like it always mess up. Okay, finally. And now we're getting into the wrestling news that I'm trying to been doing for now. Just a second. Can you wait for about 5 minutes? I wish I had a timer right now, but I'll be right out there. Just wait just a moment. But anyways, we got a Roman Reigns sends a message ahead of WWE Netflix premiere match. And this is the very exciting part. Like we got Roman Reigns has sent a message ahead of his match with Solo Sikoa at the WWE Raw Netflix premiere on January 6th, taking place at the Into Dome, that's what they call it, in Los Angeles or Inglewood, California. The Raw on Netflix premiere is being set up like as a major almost PLE level event, which that's what I always call it. Like it's gonna be like a PLE like show, like at least this episode of Raw in particular. But anyways, it's gonna be that kind of caliber event like for the company. And with Seth Rollins versus CM Punk reportedly planned for the show, like yet another major match was announced, like on the last night's SmackDown in Hartford, Connecticut, like as Roman Reigns officially challenged Solo Sikoa to a tribal combat match, like with the winner set to claim the title of Tribal Chief, and not to mention the Ulafala. Like Reigns sent a further message to Sokola like via social media, like after laying out the challenge on SmackDown. It says right here, like, and he said it right on the message on this little vignette he aired on SmackDown, like saying tribal combat is upon you, Solo, in explanation. And it's like in Netflix, the Monday Night Raw, like Solo Sikoa, like yeah, yet to be publicly acknowledged. Reigns is a challenge with his microphone, like time on SmackDown, like being cut short by LA Knight. However, as confirmed by Triple H on Instagram, the match is now official. Like while not like confirmed, but by the recent report revealed that Reigns and the OG bloodline like could be set for a permanent move to Raw as a part of the WWE transfer window. We will continue to provide updates on more plans for the WWE Raw Netflix premiere as when they become available. But what are your thoughts on to this match that's been announced on WWE SmackDown last night? He's gonna win, which has me very intrigued to watch Netflix. But I'll be confident that it'll be a success if the Chiefs game goes successfully through against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which I promise you, Assassinators, that I will be doing. Yeah, I will be doing that review video that's coming. It's coming up. Yeah, that's how we're making a review video of. Like, just give me about like probably in the next couple of weeks of doing and yeah. But what are your thoughts onto this? On this very intriguing news story, like with Roman Reigns finally facing Solo, which most of us probably would thought that this would happen at WrestleMania. But it's a possibility that that still can happen. But at the same time, like I agree. But at the same time, we're gonna have this match first, which I can see this could be like an interference happening, but Solo could win, but this is where Roman Reigns could get a win right back at him at the pay-per-view of the showcase event, like with no interference. If not, then they're gonna